It's the weekend rip.
Hey, gang. Welcome back to the show. Beep heads are about to eat so good. Here it goes. Here it goes. Beep, beep, beep. We've got the mascot of the show, Doug, here joining us. He's right in the middle. He doesn't know what's going on in the market.
He never knows anything, honestly.
Yeah. He doesn't know what an IRA is or 401k, what volume
His
is.
money's a mess.
His
basically.
money. Yeah, he's got all his money tied up in kibble.
He keeps going to Coinstars with a bunch of kibble, and he's dumping it in there, trying to cash it in, and it's embarrassing.
He's a
honestly.
moron. It's okay. It's embarrassing. I mean, my stupid son. Boy, oh boy, what a week, huh?
Boy,
oh
my
God, we got a veritable
another week where
pedophile
just nothing happens.
Yeah, another week of nothing happening. It's just it's too much, huh? We had the richest man in America calling richest man in the world, who's right behind us. I had to put his portrait up there. I'm sure that look is how he feels right now, just absolutely melted. And
He probably felt that way for a long time. He seemed manic. He seems not. I can't imagine he's doing good right now.
No, he's not doing well right now. I do really wonder what is going on through that absolute clown's head right now. What am I going to say next? What am I going to?
He's cooking up. Do you think he has weird writers he employs for these jokes he does and stuff? He's probably
Elon.
Yeah, I bet he's. You don't think so?
I think he's too. I think the one thing that he does not relinquish any control over is his Twitter account. It's too risky.
Yeah.
Because what's to stop? What's to stop someone from? Yeah.
That was the other thing. We were talking about it on the previous live stream, but we didn't even note how like Elon, who fancies himself quite funny, but bothers everyone and is a bad vibe and is not funny at all, is going up against Trump, who also people dislike, but even people who dislike him have a hard time disagreeing that he is and can be quite funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. It's
not someone I'd want to get in a tweet off with.
Yeah. Although Elon has been pretty good about he hasn't been tweeting with any kind of joke structure. It's been very serious.
Yeah, wait till those jokes drop, though.
Yeah. I mean, geez Louise. It was so impossible to keep up with yesterday because, in case you missed it, Elon and Trump had a breakup. They had a falling out. They had a divorce. They had a lover's spat. And they were exchanging barbs on their respective social media sites, Trump truthing all kinds of stuff.
And it all stems from Elon's displeasure with the big, beautiful bill. Okay?
That's what he said. It was bloated with pork. A pork bloated. Man, be nicer to
crazy
pigs.
coming from that guy.
Yeah.
I've never seen a guy who looks more bloated with pork in my life.
That's true. He does look like, his arteries are rock hard, man. I wonder what meds he's on for his. Oh,
dude, he's on all kinds of. He said he does. He does GLP-1s.
Yeah.
But also people have commented that
barrel chest.
Because someone posted a picture of maybe he was walking with Obama or something like that. It's probably from like 2010. He looked so normal, just regular sized. But someone commented that barrel shaped chest thing he's got is from doing steroids but not actually working out.
Oh yeah, you get the bubble guts,
I guess.
So like it makes your intestines a lot bigger. But I thought that was relegated to the belly and not the chest.
That is take that with
scientists are going to be studying his body for years to come.
But seeing the normal one, I was like, whoa, okay, yeah, we're not crazy. That's not how a body looks.
Yeah, no, and his face, just everything about him sucks, and I'm tired of him. And it's really it's such an awful thing where it's like the worst two people that you know are in a fight, and it's like, yay, cool. It actually was,
and we're that kid lighting a bong in the meme. You know that meme?
Yeah, the girls
That's
fighting.
An incredible.
Yeah, or Michael Jackson in the movie theater.
Yeah, but I like the bong kid.
Yeah, the bong kid. I'm definitely the bong kid, and I can't wait to smoke a J later. Anyway, because boy, what a week it's been. And
are you feeling all right? Because last week you were a little.
You
had a rough Memorial Day.
My account is back to near all-time highs. I've given back about $100,000 in gains that I had on the S&P via my hedges. That it's just, once you fall out of rhythm,
but you
it's
feel
hard
a little
to get
bit
back
better
on.
now that you've had a full week to.
I feel like a guy who, and this is a true story because this really happened to me. I was on a friend's sailboat years ago, and I had to pee.
Flex.
It was he lived on the sailboat, so that should
Sad.
kind of clear
Okay,
things
now
up
we're
for you.
worried about the guy.
Yeah, recovering heroin addict.
Ooh,
lived on a boat. Yeah,
I want to check in on him.
Not that bad, not that good. And I had to pee, so I jumped off the boat to pee in the ocean. And then when I tried to get back in, that's when he told me, "Oh, I don't have a ladder yet." So I had to reach up and grab his arm.
Damn, this guy
And my brother and him were trying to pull me back. It is very hard to get back on a boat. The waves were pulling in. And yeah, I feel a little bit like that. I feel out of sync and out of rhythm, and I'm trying to like get back on the boat.
But the upside, you don't have to piss anymore.
Good point.
Yeah.
And that was probably one of the top 20 biggest laughs I've ever had, because it just was making me laugh so hard, just not being able to get back on the boat, which made it even more difficult. Anyway.
The millionaire wrote, do they read the chat? Yeah, we read the chat. We're seeing everything you're saying, so don't say anything messed up.
So, but to the absolute surprise of no one, the Qs ended the week up 2.43%. The SPY ended up 1.91%. Bitcoin down 1.3%. And the VIX might as well be on the Lolita Express because it is in the teens.
Really nice.
Thank you very much.
Really nice.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of a tie-in to what Elon was saying about Donald Trump being named in the Epstein files, and that's why it hasn't been released. Because, I mean, really,
also, Musk
why haven't they been
fully
released?
pretending like he's dropping some kind of breaking news on us?
Did
this
you guys?
just in. Trump's on the Epstein files.
Yeah. Donald Trump likes young women. Bro, he'll tell you that. He'll be like, I like him.
I like him young.
I like him young and
I
beautiful.
especially like my daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Trump. Cool out.
Yeah, chill out. But yeah, the market just goes up. That's what it does. And no matter what, that's what's frustrating about bulls sometimes to me, because it's just the market. It's like the bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. Nah, it's just bulls make money. Bears get slaughtered, pigs get slaughtered. Bulls make money.
I have to do this again because someone's talking about it. Please, no French Open spoilers. I haven't gotten to watch either one. I'm going to watch it later. It's the only time I'm going to ask, okay?
There you have it, guys. Don't spoil the French Open for this man. I also love that everybody just kind of collectively shook off Macron's wife slapping him in the face before he got off that airplane.
They're French.
Last week.
What else? Come on.
That's French love, man. That's European.
Did you see they're trying
love.
to ban public cigarette smoking in France?
That's
I mean, they're gonna.
What are they gonna do next? Ban red sauce in Italy?
They're gonna burn the city down. Good luck.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Jesus. But yeah, it's like, because we'll play the clip of Tom Lee. Let's just play the clip of Tom Lee, because Jesus Christ, he called it the most hated rally. And let's just hear.
And major averages pulling back this morning, as we mentioned, still just a few percentage points from those record highs. Our next guest calls the markets push higher from the lows, quote, the most hated rally. Tom Lee joins us, Fundstrat Global Advisors, head of research and CIO, joins us here at Post 9. Tom, it's great to have you back.
Yeah, great to see you all.
Why do you think it's been so hated? Because April was so sort of near death?
Yeah, I think it's hated because not only was it near death, but it was a dire economic scenario that in people's minds is still unresolved. And yet the markets have rebounded the entire decline and actually now approaching all-time highs.
It is funny where we are week to week. Last week we're talking about the taco trade. Trump always chickens out, and
nothing matters. It's
not
all
only does
priced in.
nothing matter, but you can't even imagine. I mean, we'll be sitting here next Friday, and we'll probably be going, "Oh wow, it's this thing now."
Yeah,
the Trump Elon thing's over, and now it's something you couldn't have even imagined.
I mean, I remember when you and I first started talking about the stock market, and you knew very little about it, and I would tell you about certain things, and you'd just be like, "That doesn't make any sense," and it just doesn't make any sense. It still, to this day, does not. This was years ago. And it just continues to not make any sense. And it boggles the mind, because you can have sentiment being on one side, everybody being on one side of the boat, but it usually only ever works in favor of the bulls, in that we could be absolutely tanking like we were a few weeks back, and bulls can then point to, well, everybody's on one side of the boat. Everybody's leaning bearish. Therefore, it's probably a good time to flip bullish. Does not work the same way on the other side. Everybody being bullish is actually bullish. Everybody being bearish is actually bullish. Everybody being you effing name it, and it does not matter. It's going to always favor more upside. Am I mostly long? You bet I am. Am I frustrated?
You should see this guy, long as hell.
Oh man, I'm longer than your average tape measure. You pull that thing all the way out. I'm so long that the tape measure's failing in the middle and it's slumping down.
Yeah, and you go, fucking just
Come on.
get back.
You know, that's the sound of the tape measure. Sorry, Doug. I didn't mean to startle you. My dog got startled by that sound. So yeah, it's just I mean, it does not matter. It truly does not matter.
But it's been this way for so long. I mean, but I think it's also just structured that way, right? Everyone is
0 day options.
Everyone's life is wrapped up into the stock market, and it just has to keep giving.
Well, it just reminds me of, in as much as Trump can always spin things in his favor, so too can you always justify and explain anything and everything in the bull's favor. It's just like, the fact that like ports are pretty much empty right now and nothing's coming in, that's been priced in, sweetheart. You
People like
absolute
having
moron.
less stuff.
People actually, that's good, because when it does start coming in again, it's going to make the numbers look really good by comparison. There's always an actually comma and a reason why it's actually good. So there's no point, I guess, in fighting it. Don't fight it. The trend is your friend, and the trend is just going to be up and to the right always and forever. Bears have their chance. And they're just walking around with their dick stuck in a jar of honey.
You don't think we're ever going to have the surprise meltdown?
We will have a surprise, but guess what?
It's just going to go.
It'll last for about 10%, maybe 15%, and it'll just rocket right back up because of the way the structure of the market works with 0 day options. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just a total dipshit.
I can imagine a real event where there's just
an asteroid hurtling toward Earth?
No.
A gamma ray burst?
No.
The president, something happening to his brain?
Yeah. No, just some kind of collapse.
Yeah. Buddy, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think that. I think they finally figured out a way to prevent that from ever happening with the advent of same-day options, because for a lot less money, you can keep a safety plug firmly up the tuchus of the market.
Who's that safety plug right now?
The safety plug is 0 day options, and it is keeping plugged the.
You don't think there's some kind of actor who can come out and?
No, and what is plugging up is the incontinence of the bowels of the
sure.
markets, and it's just keeping a firm seal on there. And sure, it may leak from time to time, but that's why you got a diaper,
right?
So
I didn't even know about the diaper. So
speaking of morons, though, and absolute insanity, Peter Schiff, who we all know and love, he's everybody's crazy uncle who always talks about monetary policy and stuff that just doesn't make sense. He had an interesting take about all the Elon Musk, because Elon Musk was accusing Donald Trump basically of being a pedophile,
which
openly.
Is
By asserting
which
that he
is
was
phallocentric communication, if you're familiar.
Yeah. But Peter Schiff had to come on and say it was originally a Mike Lee tweet. And Mike Lee, who is he? I don't even know who the hell Mike Lee is. Who gives a rat's ass? But famous Elon and Trump lover Cat Turd chimed in and said, "Mike, I love you. Elon called Trump a pedophile. There's literally no coming back."
Well, because Mike
that
Lee was
ever.
calling for reconciliation between
Yes.
Trump and he said, "Leave NATO, reunite Trump, Musk. This is the way."
And Peter Schiff replied to Cat Turd and said, "FYI, pedophiles are attracted to prepubescent girls and boys. Now, I'm not defending Epstein, but he had sex with teenage girls 14 to 17 that had physically developed sexually. They were underage, so it is criminal and immoral, but that doesn't make Epstein a pedophile."
The craziest, well, actually, we've ever seen in our lives. The
absolutely
craziest. Actually,
they were sexually developed, so that doesn't make him a pedophile because pedophiles are attracted to prepubescent children.
I don't want to
hate to
defend
nitpick.
Epstein. If you're saying, look, I don't want to defend Epstein, just don't say it. Just don't. You're not going to win. There's nothing. There's no prize here.
This guy, Justin Redwine, replied, no, absolutely not, no. And anyone that has ever had a teenage daughter 100% knows it, just no. And Peter Schiff couldn't get enough because Peter Schiff just can't shut up. I mean, he really can't. Whether it's talking about gold, pedophilia, you name it. He said, I wouldn't want some older guy having sex with my teenage daughter either.
Okay, we're glad we got that on the record.
But a pedophile would have sex with my 8-year-old daughter. Both are wrong, but not the same.
I wouldn't want some older guy having sex with my teenage daughter.
Yeah.
But a pedophile would have sex with my 8-year-old daughter.
He can't stop because the guy says your original response might be interpreted by some that you empathize with those who are attracted to 14 to 17-year-old girls. And he said, no, I made it clear I wasn't defending Epstein. What he did was wrong. But human males are hardwired to be attracted to girls of that age. That's genetics. But most of us know better than to act on that attraction.
You love when he admits. You love when he admits himself into this hole. Look, we all love teenage women.
He keeps going because the guy responds.
It's hardwired in my brain to be turned on by these young women.
But that doesn't make me a pedophile because they're sexually developed.
Look, if you're calling Epstein a pedophile, you better call me a pedophile too, pal. Whoa.
Well, then this guy says, as a father of 3 girls and 2 boys, I can assure you that men are not hardwired to be attracted to teenage girls. And then Peter Schiff still doesn't get it.
Yeah.
He said, I'm sure you're not attracted to your own teenage daughters.
Yeah, he's trying to say that he's been around teenage girls because he has daughters and he has no attraction to them, but you weirdly do.
But you would be foolish to think that some other men are not. Fortunately, most would never act on that attraction, as they know doing so would be wrong. Peter Schiff, I salute you, sir, because you
Dude,
are...
that is a crazy admission.
I know.
That he's just like, look, I'm walking around bricked up whenever I see these. I see these 14-year-olds, and I can't do anything because I'm hardwired for it.
Oh, man.
But I'm not acting on it.
Because I know it's morally wrong, you see. And that doesn't
That
make...
is psycho, Peter.
Yeah.
Holy
You know,
cannoli.
when you look up a hill to die on in the
this ain't it,
dictionary of
brother.
phrases, Peter Schiff is on a cross on top of that hill, because that is the epitome of choosing a weird hill to die on. Babu.
Ew. And is he saying he has 2 daughters too and he's talking like this?
Listen, my daughters are hot as fuck, and men want to have sex with them.
But the difference is the pedophiles want to have sex with the 8-year-old.
Yeah.
But the creepy guys want to have sex with the teenager.
Yeah.
But the creepy guys can't help it because we all love these teenage women.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, this is a show about the stock market, so we're going to get back to that. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what the other one of our other favorite voices of capital markets, Chamath Palihapitiya. What's Mr. Palihapitiya got to say about
Wait,
this?
someone, I know
what?
we want to move on, but someone said, bruh, read the one where he admits it, where he says he slept with them. Well,
What?
we don't have that one. If you have drop that link. I don't know what you're talking about, but
Wait, yeah, I'm now curious.
is he talking about Peter Schiff?
Yeah, is he talking about Peter Schiff or is he talking about
Who knows?
Chamath?
We'll see. We'll see if he drops it. We'll see if he drops it. NP, if you have the link to that, drop it in.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and drop it in there? But yeah, let's go to Chamath, who didn't really have anything to say about all of the fighting, which is surprising. Or actually not surprising, because the man does not possess what some might call a spine. He is he's actually been really bitchy on Twitter himself lately. He takes time to respond. You can really coax a response out of him easily. All you got to do is make fun of his shitty podcast that's way bigger than ours and more influential.
But way worse.
We're
way
coming
worse.
for you.
Yeah.
But 10 times worse. Absolutely 10 times worse. Yeah, he's been replying to people. Oh God. He actually, one of the things he said was, to all the people that rage post on X, I believe in you, even when you are angry, that you aren't yet where you want to be. You will make it. You are loved. Which is the ultimate, I'm not mad
I know.
kind of post. I'm not mad. Actually, to all my haters, I wish you peace and love. Like, buddy, it gets to you. It gets under your skin.
Yeah. And he's just trying to, he's also trying to like dunk on all of us.
Yeah.
To everyone who hasn't made it, like, I know there's hate in your heart because of that, but be like me and make it.
Just be a bad person with bad opinions and bad investments and bad takes. Oh, geez. Well, let's see this. What's this photo here we got? Photo's worth 1,000 words. Oh, yeah. This absolutely accurately sums up the last 48 hours.
Wait, also real quick,
What?
that person MP has not, they said, go to his replies, unless he deleted. 1 sec, I'm on the highway. First off, you don't need to find it for us. Why are you watching this while you're driving?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
It's not that important, but Jesus.
See if
Everyone
you
be
can-
safe. Everyone be safe.
Yeah. See if you can also eat while you're watching the show. and driving.
Yeah.
I challenge you to eat. Don't do that. Only I can do that. I am really good at eating while driving. Anyway, so Tesla lost a veritable F-ton of market cap. So did Elon. I mean, it means nothing to him, truly. And everybody's scrambling to try to figure out what the trade was. I'm glad that I didn't follow my gambling brain and just like pile into Rivian and Lucid. A lot of people were talking about those going in response, but I'm glad that everybody kind of employed a little bit of sane, rational thinking, which is just because Elon is in bad favor with Donald Trump doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be it's not going to be bad for Tesla itself in terms of them being a car manufacturer. And if it was going to be bad for Tesla as a car manufacturer, it's because of them being an EV company, which doesn't mean that Lucid or
Right.
Rivian is necessarily going to benefit. If anything, they're also going to suffer.
It's not like, although Trump is very vindictive, it's not like he's going to pass some kind of like
Anti-Tesla law.
anti-Tesla legislation or yeah, something that impacts impacts Tesla and not Rivian.
If you drive a Tesla, you've got to register with our new LGBTQ.
Although it would be
registry.
funny if he made it that if you drive a Tesla, you have to register as a sex offender. I do support that. I think that is fun.
I think that would be
and
pretty
maybe
fun.
something he should do. Only because we're letting people off the hook with these. I bought it before he was crazy.
Yeah. Shut up.
Which I was letting go, but you know what? I started seeing him on Cybertrucks. I pointed it out to you, and I was like, "That car came out like 6 months ago."
Yeah.
You don't get to slap a. I bought it before he was crazy.
Well, the only other viable trade potentially is the likes of Rocket Lab and ASTS, which is AST Space Mobile. I mean, that thing has been on an absolute tear, which pisses me off to no end because I hate that stock. Because
What was the company the guy said he worked for at the Denver show?
What?
Remember, he was like, "I work for SpaceX's competitor," and you said Rocket Labs. And he said,
Oh,
"No."
it was something else. Yeah,
Ah,
I had never
okay.
heard of them before.
Okay.
But yeah, Rocket Lab is looking good. They're just a few points off of all-time highs. And yeah, the presumption being that if the fallout is real, and I mean the amount of ego that would be, I don't know how to phrase this. How do you nuke a tens of billions of dollars worth of valuation on your sweet little baby child SpaceX just for spite because you're too proud to like kiss and make up with your daddy? You're really gonna nuke your precious space company and all that shit.
I mean,
Starlink.
we were talking about this
I don't think he's
in the
gonna.
last hour. I don't know if there's a way to kiss and make up on this.
By the way,
I'm
these
kind
are-
of in the cat turd camp, unfortunately, where I think once you cross the pet. If I got into a fight with my friend and he called me a pedophile, I'm going, you know what? I'm out of here. I
Yeah.
don't need to kiss and make up on this one.
I just
But I would say, hey, hang on now. Those women were 14 to 17. Okay, if I was a pedophile.
if I were a pedophile, they wouldn't be.
And you can't blame me. I'm just like every other man,
Yeah.
super attracted to
You saw Peter Schiff's tweets. No, I know he normally tweets about gold nonstop, but this time he's chiming in about pedophilia
Yeah.
and the distinction between pedophilia and just being attracted to young women. Anyway, it's really remarkable that these two grown-ass, powerful men are so petty and so vindictive and so incapable of basic communication that it would reach this point where they are both talking shit, subtweeting each other like fucking high schoolers. And yet a lot of the people who love just bending over backwards to suck them off as being the end all be all of masculinity, of alphaness, of
phallocentric communication.
Phallocentric communication, thank you. And just being like the best. They would be some of the first to be like, oh, we can never have like women lead the country or women or
they're too messy, you know?
like my guy. This is that very femininity
Right.
stereotype that you speak of. Like it's playing out in real time. And
This is like what someone would say that what would happen with Hillary Clinton. Oh,
Yeah.
it's going to be that time of the month that she's going to be.
she's gonna get her period.
She's going to get to tweeting.
First of all, she's postmenopausal. All right, so that just shows how much you know about the women's cycle.
I actually don't
about
know-
which I am very well versed.
I do think Hillary Clinton's famous for actually going into menopause quite late in life. I think.
Oh,
even-
wow.
No, I'm joking. I don't know.
A poly market, because you can bet on everything, because we're just a nightmare country that produces no real value anymore. You can bet on whether or not Elon Musk will unfollow Donald Trump before July, and there's a 21% chance now, which is just the cattiest bunch of absolute horse plop I've ever seen. What have we? Can you imagine walking up to Roosevelt in his wheelchair, polio-stricken Roosevelt, and saying, "Hey, pay attention to me for a second. I'm from the future. You'd have to explain so many things to that poor schmuck, by the way, before you even get to what's going on."
We always lament how we live in hell times now. We're all stuck to our phones and everything. But you do have to appreciate that this was any other time. If this was like the 1970s, and all we would get is like, little leaks of something in the press of like Kissinger called Nixon an idiot or whatever.
Yeah.
No other time is getting this beautiful, the president and his little dipshit buddy just going at it with each
Yeah.
other publicly, calling each other pedophiles.
Do you think that Elvis Presley is going to unfollow Nixon on?
You have to appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be. I think the closest thing I can think of is Elvis and Nixon, who had a quite a budding.
Elvis didn't like work for Nixon or like work with him.
No, but they were like buddies, and you had a big, larger than life figure who.
Yeah, but he didn't have like a.
It's the closest comparison.
Why
Nixon,
I used Kissinger, who
Oh.
was like,
but he was part of the administration. Yeah.
and very powerful, very
But he was-
big part of the elite. And,
But Elvis was like a public figure, right? He was an
yeah, we're not gonna have a 1-to-1 here. So,
No,
but
I
yeah,
know.
you can use Elvis. I'll use
Pedophile.
Kissinger.
pedophile, whatever. That's what a pedophile would say. So yeah, Tesla dropped. Let's see, how much did they drop yesterday? Oh my God, a whopping 14%. Jesus Christ! But they bounced a little bit today. It bounced a little bit today. People were talking. That I saw headlines overnight that he and Trump were going to have a call or something. I don't believe it. I don't know, man. And yeah, Rocket Lab was up. ASTS was up. I think RDW, who supplies, Redwire, they supply Rocket Lab. I mean, everything. Let's see. Let's check
If
in.
this blows over, I'm gonna be so pissed. If this
Oh, yeah.
split is not real,
I think, if anything, the split is real, but they will. The
they'll
tensions.
patch it up.
The
for-
tensions will
for
cool.
for the good of the right wing ecosphere or whatever.
It's like how could Trump not see that Elon Musk is a spoiled baby and would cry if he didn't get his way
Well,
with the bill? I
he
mean,
might
I
have-
get it.
He might have hedged his bets. I don't know. Like Elon might not be wrong on, his own impact on the election, right? With the
No,
and
he's not wrong at all.
I'm sure Trump was happy to take whatever it was, the $280 million to bring this thing home. So he had to play ball for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
toss him overboard when he
Which
gets
is really funny because now Elon is saying essentially out in the open, "Hey, I helped you get elected. I scratched your back. Now scratch mine."
while at the same time saying you're a pedophile, but I helped you become the most powerful position in the country, which
Yeah.
is a weird flex, my guy.
It all just absolutely sucks. And
Also, excuse me, not a pedophile.
yeah, not a pedophile, just attracted to underage women who are sexually grown, by the way. But so Elon, I guess his ultimate thing that he's pissed off about is that he wanted Trump to reduce the deficit and balance the budget. And the fact that Donald Trump is not doing that really pisses him off. And I can get behind that. I respect that.
I think it's more than that. I don't think we'll ever really fully know all the details and stuff. It just seems like for this huge shift to, I mean, there was always going to be things that Elon didn't agree with policy wise. I'm surprised it's come to this over the big beautiful bill. I don't know. I feel like there's more in there that we're not necessarily seeing.
Yeah. Well, part of it is the debt limit, and he's let's see that first thing about Elizabeth Warren.
He's agreeing with Pocahontas.
Yeah. I'm very pleased to announce that after all of these years, I agree with Elizabeth Warren on something. The debt limit should be entirely scrapped to prevent an economic catastrophe. It is too devastating to be put in the hands of political people that may want to use it despite the horrendous effect it would have on our country. It could have on our country, and indirectly even the world. As to Senator Warren's second statement on the $4 trillion, I like that also, but it would have to be done over a period of time as short as possible. Let's get together, Republican, Democrat, and do this. Yeah, buddy, you're the president. Why don't you start extending them olive branches instead of constantly talking shit and bickering like a high schooler? Good God Almighty, absolutely grow up. Enough.
I mean, this is not
it's just
indication that he's going to all of a sudden start.
No, I know.
He's not going to be like, I've changed my ways. I'm reaching across the aisle to Elizabeth Warren.
It's just, I don't know how these cat turds and stuff still back this guy when he has proven time and time again that he is the most petty, bitch-made bitch this country's ever seen.
I am wondering.
As petty as they come, as petty and thin-skinned. And just, God damn, man. Taco ass.
I feel like maybe you're just not used to seeing phallocentric communication, I think. And it's like just kind of having a toll on you, maybe. You're just kind of in the gynocentric democratic sphere. And
yeah,
it really shows, honestly.
I mean, all this communication stuff is hurting Tesla a lot, which I really like because I love to see Elon fail. It's now the worst performing large cap stock of 2025. And Donald Trump is hurting too. His ticker DJT erased all their gains from the week as a result of the Bitcoin ETF and wallet announcement.
He was also on. They were on the way back up before this all happened. Like at the end of May, weren't they at like 350?
Yeah. I mean, it's all just exhausting. And then you had the Treasury. The Treasury just bought back $10 billion of its own debt, which is the largest buyback in history, which is really something. And the buyback can be, some are interpreting it as a signal about interest rates and policy, and they're calling it a kind of a form of quantitative easing. Jesus,
it's all right. Just move through it.
Quantitative easing. Likening it to a mild version because it effectively monetizes treasuries in the open market, similar in spirit to the Fed's bond buying operations. But the net effect apparently is additional demand in the secondary market, which can support bond prices. I don't know if it's working just yet because, bonds are still not looking good. And that ain't good, folks. We definitely, I don't know why suddenly bonds are no longer an issue that anybody's talking about, but it's still a major, major problem. And I guess what the supposition is that the Treasury willing to buy $10 billion worth of bonds in one go could put like a psychological floor under bond prices. And people are saying that by upping buybacks when 30-year yields nearing 5%, the Treasury has drawn a bright red line in the sand that yields above those levels are considered too high. Yeah, no effing shit.
Hey, Doug. He's okay. He's okay.
Got our dog down here, the sponsor, the mascot of the show. He's doing great.
He gets paid for this too, so don't worry.
He gets paid.
Yeah.
Larry Fink, where is he? BlackRock? I can never keep up with.
Yeah, BlackRock.
Mr. Fink.
He's got the weird son.
Yeah. Oh, Larry Fink has such a weird son. I mean, all these guys have weird sons. Larry Fink, the father of a weird son, said
That's what I would put on if he was on TV. If he was on my TV show.
On your Chiron?
Larry Fink, father of a weird son.
Yeah. He said, we have a pending tax bill that's going to add 2.4 trillion on the back of that, pointing to the $36 trillion in existing U.S. debt. If we don't find a way to grow at 3% a year, we're going to hit the wall. If we cannot unlock the growth, and if we're going to continue to stumble along at a 2% economy, the deficits are going to overwhelm this country. You cannot run deficits of 6 or 7% at full employment after years of growth. That's just fiscally irresponsible. You know, these fuckers have been saying this for so long.
Do these guys ever come out for higher taxes and raising revenue, or are they just do they just like to scream about the deficit?
Yeah, I don't understand though. But they've been saying this about the deficit since it was below 20. And when are we gonna hit that wall you speak of, sir? I want to do it. Let's just.
I like
go
when
full
they
bore.
cry about this is a bill my grandchildren are gonna have to pay.
Good. Fuck your grandchildren. I hate your grandchildren. All my friends hate your grandchildren.
Yeah,
They're gonna be fine. What do you care? What are you gonna leave them high and dry? You're not going to leave your
you
billions
better
of dollars?
pay it, Larry Fink.
Yeah.
You want your grandkids to pay it? Pay up.
I'm going to have my grandchildren bully your grandchildren. I'm going to have them rob your grandchildren. So that, yeah, your grandkids are going to have to pay this bill because they're going to be broke. Because my kids, who are stronger, bigger, and better, are going to bully your kids and take their money. What are you going to do about it, Mr. Fink?
My kids are going to be in China because I'm emigrating there soon. So,
well, there you have it, folks. Ni hao to everybody in China. Let's see. Oh man, yeah. What did Bill Ackman have to say? Let's see. He chimed in because he can't. He's also a drama addicted high schooler.
although you have to admire his restraint. Okay,
Yeah.
a lot of us were expecting you were going to hit show more, and it was going to be paragraph after paragraph, and I was going to go, okay, I don't care, Bill.
He
But
wrote,
you know what?
I
He
support.
kept it nice and pithy.
Yeah. I support Donald Trump and Elon Musk, and they should make peace for the benefit of our great country. We are much stronger together than apart. I couldn't have said it better myself, Bill Ackman.
And he got a little reply from Elon Musk himself.
Yeah.
Said, "You're
This
not
is
wrong.
not wrong.
You're not wrong."
Jem Carson, friend of the show, major stud, still is calling for stagflation on Twitter. He's pointing out non-farm payrolls on June 6th, and then June 11th of next week, we're getting inflation numbers, CPI, I think. So we'll see. Will CPI data come in hot next week? Tune in to see. Will it matter? Will it affect the markets? My guess is absolutely effing not, because nothing matters. Because like I said, the VIX is on the Lolita Express. Oh yeah, baby. The VIX is a teen. Just the way the market likes it.
Just the way Peter Schiff likes it.
Just the way Peter Schiff likes it. The VIX is in the teens, and it is sexually mature, but not in a pedophilic way. Okay, so let's see. What else did we have this week? CoreWeave is just on a tear, pissing me off because I was briefly long that, and you know what I was long big time, buddy?
Tell me.
Ticker symbol APLD. I had 4,000 shares of that, and I sold it, let's see, like $8 ago before the big spike, because I'm really good at that.
He's the best trader in the world.
As the best trader in the world, I love to sell things right before they pop and double.
It's the best way to trade.
It is the only way to trade.
It's the only way to trade.
CoreWeave is being referred to as the Turo of GPUs, i.e. just pairing supply and demand. I don't know what the hell this company does. I don't know if anybody really does. Jim Cramer chimed in and said, I do think CoreWeave is a meme stock in that some hedge funds got short and now they're being skinned alive by memesters.
Does anyone know one single person who's used Toro?
Turo? I knew a guy who had 6 cars that he financed and put them on Turo as he probably saw it as like a business side hustle thing on TikTok. And I don't know how he's doing. But one of them had gotten a car accident and he's in the process of like dealing with insurance and stuff. So
that is the biggest. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's kind of the world Elon envisions a little bit. He wants us all like owning Teslas, but while we're not using them, they're going to be off having a whole life of their own.
I don't want my Tesla out there
us money.
having some guy in the
I didn't
back
say you
cranking his
wanted.
hog.
I didn't say you wanted. I said that's the world Tesla.
Well, yeah, but I'm
And
saying I'm want to rail against that crap. I don't want that.
you're not putting your car on Turo.
I'm not putting my car anywhere. The only person who gets to drive my car is me and the valet guy. If I can't
drove it
find
once.
parking. You drove what?
Your car.
My truck?
Mhm.
What'd you think?
I said I can't wait to pull over and crank off in the back of this thing.
Please don't anybody ever break into my car and jerk off in it. Please. Anyway. Yeah, Jim Cramer's talking about how CoreWeave. I haven't seen any chatter on it on like Wall Street Bets as it being a meme stock, but maybe I'm just not looking in the right places on there anymore. But he's asserting that it's. I mean, yeah, it wasn't easy to borrow because I tried to borrow shares to short it and none were available. But you had the options chain just continuing to add strikes, and that probably added fuel to the fire because everybody was just buying. I mean, it's just exhausting. This whole market it's
Tired of it.
I'm tired of just seeing stuff go and then selling stuff that I was swinging for a long time and then watching it go. It was APLD. It was Wolf, ticker symbol WLF. IREN, a bunch of Bitcoin miner stocks named Peter Schiff. Cool down. Not that type of miner. All right.
Oh yeah, you thought the Bitcoin adjacent stuff was going to explode.
Yeah, and then I felt a little too long and overextended.
Are you still in on the MicroStrategy?
I do have MicroStrategy, yeah. Options, and they are not doing the best.
Yeah.
But, that's the way it goes. And then you had Circle IPO'd.
What is Bitcoin even at currently? 104. All right, whatever.
104, 105? Nobody knows.
104.
I don't know exactly what Circle does. I want to say that they're what does Circle Finance do? What are they? They're a stable coin? Yeah. Circle is a financial technology company that focuses on enabling payments, commerce, and financial applications using digital currencies and public blockchains. They are the issuer of USDC, dollar-denominated stablecoin. And they IPO'd to great success. Let's see. What did they I believe they were supposed to IPO in the teens, and they opened just totally overbooked. So much demand, so insane. And they went to a high today, an intraday high of just shy of $125. I don't know what their valuation is. It's probably in the teens. Again, Peter Schiff, calm down. Calm down.
I hope he never lives that down.
Yeah, and the Winklevoss guys finally got their cake because Tyler is the CEO and Cameron is the president, and yeah,
we're happy for him.
Oh, Gemini. Sorry, excuse me. Gemini is going to go public, and because they're not associated with Circle, that's my mistake. And the Winklevoss brothers are associated with them. Look
have
at those
you ever
handsome
seen the
guys.
Winklevoss brothers' terrible cover band?
Yes, it's
Beautiful.
not good.
I know.
Not good.
I wish we wouldn't get copyright struck for it, but
Yeah.
God, just when this is done, look up the Winklevoss twins.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think they should stick to Gemini, which is, they seem to be a good, reputable company, and they're probably going to do really well in their IPO. So God bless them. They announced that they have confidentially submitted a draft registration statement on Form S1 relating to a proposed IPO. Great timing, guys. I think you're going to crush. Just let me have some shares, please. Speaking of crushed, Lululemon. Oh man, they let's see. They dropped. Not good, man. They dropped 20% on reduced guidance. There's too many options out there now. Lululemon is no longer the king of the butt pants.
But I mean, also, I think the tariffs are not going to be good to those Lulu boys.
DocuSign also went down.
But yeah, they are not the only game in town anymore.
No.
For a long time, it was if you want to get your yoga pants, there's one place to go, gals.
DocuSign got walloped, almost down 20% today on also bad earnings. Yeah, and then we had a bunch of there were a bunch of, I don't know who ended up getting added to the S&P today. There were a lot of front runners who were people were assuming it was going to be Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, AppLovin, Carvana, Vive, I believe is I want to say Vivo Systems, ARES, I can't even read that, FLUT, and LNG, but we don't know. And Arcutus, my favorite guy, the one that I'm longest, heaviest, my dandruff stock, my baby, is perking up, looking decent. So hopefully that's going.
Oh yeah, getting in the upper teens, Peter Schiff.
Getting in the upper teens. Peter Schiff, cool it, dude, cool it. Spotify is still absolutely on a tear. Netflix, I was seeing. I mean, they had a down day today, and I'm curious what's going to happen. I mean, Netflix is really starting to pull all the knobs, all the levers for revenue. They're going to be testing AI generated ads, like mid-roll ads.
Oh my god,
like
we didn't even
YouTube.
talk about the whole the Meta thing. How they're going to be they're testing their own AI generated ads thing all across their platforms. Just going to be creating slop.
But that's
baby.
going to be good for them because
Sure.
they'll make more money.
Yeah.
And that's what I want for them. I just want them to have more.
We just want everyone to have a nice
I
time.
just want them to have more. I want Mark Zuckerberg to be happy
Yeah.
and fulfilled.
I
just
feel
want
like
him
if
to
he can get another Hawaiian island, he might finally find peace.
I mean, honestly, whatever he wants, because these guys are the closest thing we have to living gods. And I just want them to be happy and, yeah, just anything that they want, just give it to them.
Oh, great. Look, I think we actually have a little link to the,
Automated ads.
yeah. Well, that might take us a second, but.
Anyway, what else do we have?
Oh, we got. Should we play the Alex Karp thing real quick? Oh, here's the Meta pushing towards fully automated ads to
Awesome. That's good. I think that's good.
just.
Again, really want them to be happy. Yeah.
That is going to be brutal for. I mean, so much like production stuff with Hollywood has been, shipped out, and the whole industry is just limping along, and so many people were finding jobs, at least in ads and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Although some of the ad names like AppLovin is still doing well, Magnite is starting to break out of the teens. Sorry, Peter Schiff, again. Really sorry. But there goes Robinhood.
Yeah, but I
Did
don't
Robinhood,
think that. I was talking more about like personnel people who are
yeah.
working on these things. I'm sure a lot of that is on AI based news as well. Like, hey, we might be able to fire a ton of producers this year.
Yeah. All right, we should round out the episode with another absolute psycho who I want to be happy. I just want him to be happy and get everything that he wants. It is Palantir's CEO, Alex Karp. Have you seen him talk? He always goes like this. He's always
with no sales force. So we're winning. Yeah, great. You know what? Tell everybody we're winning. We are winning. And by the way, we have a rule of 83 why we do it. Basically means we don't have or have basically inept sales force, and we're winning. And we know why we're winning? Because the product is the best in the world. And you know what the Trump administration is actually doing? Every other government in the world is doing, because everyone wants to beat China, who's not China, is buy the best product. What is the best product? They're not buying our product because they like me or they like my speeches. Honestly, he's wondering why he has to buy the product from me too. They buy it because I'm going to make your company really, really financially strong, more secure, more efficient, increase the revenues. Why does the U.S. government buy the product? First of all, it's a product. It's not a waste of time service BS thing that can be abused. By the way, we lost so much revenue in the last 20 years because people wanted to buy things that could be abused. It's really hard to abuse Palantir. You could do services. Who knows what a services company is doing with your data? Or you could do what the New York Times does or Consumer Internet does. You could resell the data and productize your users. By the way, there's a high correlation between productizing your users and selling them woke pagan BS.
Beautiful.
Oh, man. We love Alex Karp. We just hope that he gets everything that he wants also. I say let's just go full accelerationist. You know what, you guys? You won. Let's just see. Take us. Show us.
Take us
to the promised land, man.
Put
Just
me-
get us there.
Put me in your camp and get all the woke pagan BS out of my mind, please.
Yeah,
Alex
can you-
Karp, hook me up to the Palantir machine.
Yeah.
Inject it into my veins.
Anyway, folks, I think that this is a good place to wrap it up. It's been a heck of a week. It doesn't show any signs of stopping. Everything is just it's just so great.
Everything is computer.
Everything is computer. Everything is memes.
We're doing it, folks.
We're doing it. We're really doing it. We are living out. I think we have far exceeded the founding fathers' wildest imaginations.
I think you just have to sit back and be happy that you get to watch it all unfold in real time.
In real time on your phone.
Other people didn't get that. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm proud to be an American where Donald Trump and Elon fight. And I hope they have a good big wet kiss to make up.
I don't. I hope it's messy. I hope it ends.
A messy kiss?
No, I hope the fight gets messier. I hope it's if this is all we have, at least let it be dramatic.
Neither of these guys have any facial hair. And as a man with exceptionally good facial hair, I want to say,
that's how you would describe yours?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Exceptionally good.
Yeah, my hair, people are talking about it. They say that my shit is so good.
Who says that?
I don't know, commenters. You don't see it all the time. It's
Guys,
all the
sound
time.
off if you do. They really?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Everybody's asking me. Everybody is always talking about it. But so I think I hope the two big daddies stop fighting.
Not me.
And I hope they can. I think it'll really unite the country. I think it'll really finally be the thing that brings us together and is the glue of patriots. The
glue of patriots.
Yeah, the the goo that.
Isn't that what they called unvaccinated cum?
Yeah, that's the glue of patriots, man.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about. All right, folks. Any parting words?
Get off your phones this weekend. Get out there.
No, I say stay on them. Break your records. Break all the records, man, of screen time.
Oh, sure.
I want to see screenshots. I want to see broken records.
I like that.
Okay, gang. We'll see you next time.